Imagine a force so profound that it drives every action, every ambition, and every dream you've ever had. A force that challenges the very essence of who you are and compels you to push beyond your limits. This isn't a mere urge for survival or pleasure. It's the primal drive that propels humanity toward greatness and self-discovery. Welcome to Nietzsche's will to power, a revolutionary concept that redefines the essence of motivation and existence. In the next few minutes, we'll dive into the heart of Nietzsche's philosophy, unraveling how this dynamic force can transform your approach to life, challenge societal norms, and ignite your deepest creative impulses. Are you ready to unlock the secret that has been driving humanity's greatest achievements and push the boundaries of your own potential? Buckle up, because this journey into Nietzsche's will to power is about to reshape everything you thought you knew about human ambition and personal growth. Let's embark on this mind-expanding exploration together. Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the will to power is one of his most profound and complex ideas, representing the core driving force behind human behavior and existence itself. It is far more than a simple desire for dominance or control over others. Rather, it is the deep, intrinsic force that motivates life, creativity, and self-overcoming. For Nietzsche, the human condition is defined by the will to assert one's own power in the face of an indifferent universe. This philosophy encourages us to see struggle as essential to growth, to embrace our individual capacity for creation, and to live life as an expression of our highest potential. At its essence, the will to power is the force that propels individuals to grow, evolve, and assert their influence on the world. It is an expression of vitality and an inherent drive to transcend limitations, to overcome obstacles, and to shape one's environment, identity, and reality. Nietzsche contrasts this with more traditional notions of motivation, such as the will to survive or the pursuit of happiness, arguing that these are subordinate to the deeper will to power. For Nietzsche, life is not about mere survival or seeking pleasure, but about the expansion of one's potential and the continual striving for mastery over oneself and the world. Beyond survival and pleasure. Similarly, the pursuit of pleasure is often viewed as a central human drive. Hedonistic philosophies, dating back to ancient Greece, argue that pleasure is the highest good and the main aim of human life. This pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain is seen as the basis of human decision-making, guiding actions in ways that maximize happiness and minimize suffering. Traditional philosophical and psychological theories often emphasize survival, pleasure, or happiness as the primary motivations for human behavior. In contrast, Nietzsche saw these as secondary to a more fundamental force, the will to power. For Nietzsche, life is not merely about preserving oneself or seeking pleasure, but about striving to assert one's influence and to impose one's will on the world. This drive is not limited to humans. It is a universal principle that Nietzsche believed animates all life. Every organism, in its own way, expresses a will to grow, to overcome challenges, and to expand its influence. For much of philosophical and psychological thought, survival and pleasure have been seen as the primary motivations for human behavior. The survival instinct, deeply rooted in biological necessity, is about self-preservation, ensuring that an organism continues to live, reproduce, and pass on its genes. This perspective aligns with Darwinian evolution, which emphasizes the survival of the fittest as the primary mechanism for natural selection. Self-overcoming. In this sense, self-overcoming is both a personal and a universal principle. It is personal in that it involves the individual's unique struggles and aspirations, but it is also universal in that it reflects the fundamental nature of life itself, an unceasing drive for growth, change, and self-transcendence. A central aspect of Nietzsche's concept is the idea of self-overcoming. The will to power is not just about exerting power over others. It is also, and perhaps more importantly, about overcoming one's own limitations, weaknesses, and fears. Nietzsche admired individuals who continuously push themselves beyond their current capacities, who refuse to be content with mediocrity, and who strive for excellence and greatness. This process of self-overcoming is a dynamic expression of the will to power. It is through this process that individuals grow, evolve, and become more than they were before. One of the key insights of Nietzsche's philosophy is that self-overcoming is an endless journey. There is no final state of perfection. Rather, life is a continuous process of growth and transformation. Each achievement, each act of overcoming leads to new challenges and new opportunities for further self-overcoming. This perspective rejects the idea of a fixed or static identity, instead embracing the fluidity and dynamism of life. The creation of values. Nietzsche's will to power is deeply connected to his critique of traditional morality and his call for the creation of new values. In a world where the old religious and moral frameworks have lost their authority, a condition Nietzsche famously referred to as the death of God, individuals are confronted with the challenge of creating their own values. The will to power manifests itself in this creative act by rejecting externally imposed moral codes and forging a personal path. One asserts their will and shapes their own destiny. For Nietzsche, the creation of values is an expression of strength and a way of imposing order and meaning on an otherwise chaotic and indifferent universe. While the creation of values is primarily an individual endeavor, it also has broader implications for society and culture. When individuals create and live according to new values, they can influence and inspire others, contributing to a cultural shift away from traditional norms and towards new ways of understanding and living. Nietzsche's own writings, for instance, have had a profound impact on modern thought, challenging established moral frameworks and encouraging new ways of thinking about existence, creativity, and individuality. The power as creativity. Nietzsche's concept of power is not limited to physical or political control. It also encompasses the creative force that drives individuals to bring something new into the world. Whether it be through art, philosophy, science, or any other form of expression, creativity is a key manifestation of the will to power. By creating, individuals impose their vision on reality, shaping the world according to their desires and imagination. This creative power is a testament to life's inherent dynamism and the endless possibilities for transformation and growth. On a personal level, creativity as power can be seen in the journey of self-discovery and growth. By engaging in creative practices, individuals can explore their own potential, challenge their limitations, and unlock new aspects of their identity. This self-empowerment through creativity allows individuals to take control of their own narratives and shape their lives in meaningful ways. Activities like writing, painting, or problem-solving not only express personal creativity but also empower individuals to navigate and influence their own life paths. The struggle, growth, and mastery. For Nietzsche, struggle is an essential component of the will to power. It is through facing and overcoming challenges that individuals grow stronger and more capable. Nietzsche often spoke of the value of hardship and suffering, not as ends in themselves, but as necessary conditions for the development of power and resilience. The will to power is realized in the ability to confront and transcend adversity, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-mastery. The relationship between struggle, growth, and mastery is cyclical and interconnected. Struggle initiates the process of growth, which in turn leads to mastery. However, mastery is not the end but a new beginning, often bringing about new challenges and opportunities for further growth. This cyclical nature underscores that the journey of self-improvement and achievement is continuous and evolving. The philosophical implications. Nietzsche's will to power challenges many traditional philosophical ideas, including the nature of truth, morality, and human motivation. Nietzsche rejected the notion of objective truth and universal morality, arguing that these concepts are expressions of the will to power. They are tools used by individuals or groups to assert their influence and control over others. In this sense, philosophy itself becomes an exercise in power, a way of shaping reality through thought and imposing one's perspective on the world. At its core, Nietzsche's will to power is about authenticity and the pursuit of one's true self. It encourages individuals to resist external pressures and societal expectations in favor of discovering and expressing their own unique identity and capabilities. This quest for authenticity involves a continuous process of self-examination, self-overcoming, and self-creation. In practical terms, this means actively questioning and redefining one's values, goals, and actions in alignment with one's true desires and aspirations. For example, an individual who chooses to follow their passion for an unconventional career despite societal expectations embodies Nietzsche's idea of living authentically through the will to power. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power represents a radical and transformative vision of human motivation and existence. It challenges traditional notions of ethics, morality, and personal achievement by positing that the fundamental drive behind human behavior is not merely the pursuit of pleasure, survival, or rationality, but a deeper, more intrinsic force, the will to assert, expand, and enhance oneself. At its essence, the will to power is about the dynamic and creative impulse to overcome limitations, shape one's own path, and achieve self-realization. This drive manifests in various aspects of life, from intellectual and artistic endeavors to personal growth and social influence. It underscores the idea that human motivation is not solely about responding to external stimuli, but about expressing and actualizing one's inner potential and vision. As we wrap up our exploration of Nietzsche's will to power, ask yourself this: what if the key to unlocking your true potential and achieving extraordinary greatness lies within this primal drive? Nietzsche's radical vision isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a powerful call to action. It's the secret behind every groundbreaking achievement, every creative revolution, and every moment of personal triumph. So, are you ready to harness this force, to transcend the ordinary and redefine your own limits? The will to power isn't just about achieving success. It's about becoming the very best version of yourself and reshaping your reality. Take this concept and let it ignite your ambitions, challenge your beliefs, and transform your life. Remember, greatness isn't a destination. It's a journey fueled by the will to power. Embrace it, live it, and let it guide you to new heights. If this exploration of Nietzsche's philosophy has sparked something within you, hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-expanding content, and share your thoughts on how you plan to apply the will to power in your own life. Until next time, keep pushing boundaries and living boldly.